How's it going, everybody? This is Robin Novakast back with another video. In this one, I'm actually going to be doing something a little bit different. Actually, to an extent, taking some inspiration from some other people that I've followed recently when it comes to content. And I figured I'd give it a shot. Mostly because when it comes to social media websites like, let's say, Reddit, people have shared a lot of interesting experiences. So one segment that I'm going to probably do for my channel, which is definitely giving my own personal stories when it comes to events. I'm also going to be reading events from Reddit, because there's a lot of hilarious stuff apparently. Stuff involving entitled parents, petty revenge, and so on. So without further delay, let's read some Reddit posts about some entitled parents. Our first Reddit post is from Planet Dolan Fan 124, and the title of the post is called Entitled Parent Breaks My PS4. Context: I'm an 18-year-old male that had a PS4. It was 2017 and we were letting people come over for my birthday party. My mom invited 26 people over and I invited 8 friends. Here is the cast. EM entitled mom, EK entitled kid, me, F1, friend 1, F2, friend 2, F3, friend 3. Me and my friends were taking turns playing the game My Hero 1's Justice 2. We were having a good time and kept beating my friends as Fat Gum. Here comes entitled kid. Hey, cool game. Can I play? No, sorry. I just want to hang out with my friends right now. Maybe later. But I want to play too. I know, but I'm hanging out with my friends. Entitled kid storms off to find his mom. Here comes entitled mother. Why can't my son play your game? Friend 1, he is hanging out with us right now. Friend 2 and 3 nod their heads. I said maybe later. No. If my son can't play your game, then I will take the console. OP and friend 1. What? Entitled mother proceeds to rip the PS4 out of the TV and it breaks the wires. Friend 2 and friend 3. You broke the PlayStation. Entitled mother. That's not breaking the console. This is. Entitled mom throws the console on the ground. What have you done? Entitled mother. You wanted to know what breaking the console was like. I cry and go get my mom. My mom kicks the mom and kid out and makes the entitled mom give up all the money for all my games and the PS4. I have a new PS4 now. It runs like the other. That is my entitled parent story. Now there's a couple edits for the story where the author gives the exact date of when this happened, as well as making a correction on the character that he was playing in the story, being Korshima and not Fat Gum. Now, if I could say one thing, this is really messed up, considering the fact that 1, this individual was invited to a birthday party, and 2, because their child didn't get a turn when they wanted to for the video game, your option somewhere in your mind is to then proceed to rip the console off the TV and then throw it in the ground and destroy it. Who in the right mind would do that, especially when they are a guest of someone else's party? That is screwed up. Our next post that we're going to read is from a author by the name of Severe Item, and the title of the post is called Entitled Parents Let Their Kids Play in Our Cactus Garden. Note, this is pre-coronavirus. My parents have a house in the city, and I am home with them due to the pandemic. My house is a very small plot of dirt in front that is fenced by a large black iron fence. It's very clear that this is private property. My grandmother has a very green thumb and brought some of her outdoor cactus. She lives in Connecticut. Over to plant in the yard many years ago. They survive every winter and bloom in the summer, and are pretty cool plants. However, Their spine/needles are very small and translucent. It is extremely hard to see them, and you can get pricked very easily. I myself have gotten pricked when tidying up the yard, and I obviously try to avoid the plants. The needles are also extremely hard to remove out of your skin. My mom used to always decorate the garden by placing little models of dinosaurs or animals among the cactus. The kids around the neighborhood all loved it, and often when coming home I would see some family with a young kid looking at the garden. It was cute, and my family had no issues. Until these entitled parents come along. My mom was in the house on a normal day when she heard some loud noises outside that weren't going away. So she looks outside and sees a group of parents with their kids. The parents were standing outside and around the iron fence, while the kids are in the yard, which is almost completely covered in cactus. They are playing with the toy dinosaurs and animals while sitting in the cactus. It's clear the parents assumed the cactus didn't have any needles because they aren't really visible to the human eye. You barely see the needles when they're in your skin. As my mom is looking at them, the parents see her and get their kids out of the yard and leave. Those parents are not going to have fun pulling hundreds and hundreds of translucent, tiny, thin needles from their children's arms, legs, and asses. I wouldn't second guess that the loud noises that the mom heard were probably the screams of the kids as they're being stuck with the needles from the cactuses. The next post we're going to read is from his Onyx Angel, and the title of the post is entitled "Parent Doesn't Agree with Lunch Breaks During the Coronavirus." And I think I'm just going to say it flat out. Props to all of the people that are still trying to do their jobs while having to deal with this entire thing. And I mean that in the most respectful way possible. There's a lot of people that could get sick, especially those that are still working in places like grocery stores or pharmacies, etc. And they're doing what they can. And I am deeply sorry for those people that lost their jobs due to this whole situation with the virus, which I should be calling the K-pop virus, which we coined for one of our earlier podcasts. Obligatory, not my experience, but a friend's. My best friend works in a pharmacy, and during this whole crisis, her hours have gone through the roof. She's been working nonstop, as have her coworkers, and I am so proud of her. To deal with the fact that she is now working 60 to 70 hours plus. The store has been shutting for an hour lunch break. They have put up signs by telling people about the changes, but no one ever seems to read them. So they had a worker stand outside the front of the shop to politely inform customers that they were closed. Enter the entitled parent. She began by asking why they were shut, which is fair enough. When the worker went on to explain that there was now an obligatory lunch break due to the huge increase in hours because of the virus, she went deadly serious and started ranting about how she was a single mom and how she does way more hours than that. Deadly serious, having a go at the pharmacy worker, a key worker, during a pandemic. I get that being a single mom is a hard job. My mom is one. So I've seen it done. But this is not the time to be complaining at these workers. I have to agree with OP with that last paragraph, but to add on to the whole thing when it comes to who does more work, and I don't want to do this whole measuring contest, but let's be honest here. A lot of people who are still working, especially with those, when it comes to essential stores, a lot of people, let's say the hospitals, those people are working 24/7 to make sure people are okay and dealing with the people that are sick from this virus, as well as other people who are working in other health facilities, making sure that their clients or /patients are okay as well. So, bottom line, it's great that you're a single mom, but don't try to compare your time with spending with your child compared to somebody who is dealing with not just children, but adults on a daily basis and having to deal with hundreds, maybe even thousands of people each day, especially at this moment of quote-unquote crisis. And with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow us on social media. Links are in the description, as well as check out MJ, Aden, Magi's gaming content on Twitch and YouTube. Follow some of our daily content, as well as the podcast that we host every Sunday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. With that being said, this is Rob of Novakast signing off. Have a good one, and take care. Peace. Thank you.